Leo, hi, welcome to my channel. So today we have a reading for you, no particular subject. We're going to take an issue, something we know, something we don't know, recent past advice and potential outcome. At the end there will be an opportunity for an extended where we'll dive in deeper. You can watch this for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury, North Node, Vertex, or if any of those planets are currently transiting your fifth house. This could be for you. Thank you however you support the channel, very much appreciated. Cross watchers, you're more than welcome. Message may well be for you. All information is in the description box, including website link for private reads, which does have an offer on at the moment. I'm going to be stopping private reads for a good while, and there's about, 2 weeks left to take advantage of the offer. 33% off the 60 minutes and the 90-minute readings. The description box has the code. Okay, Leo, your message was interesting because it was shown in very different formats, which was very interesting. And the ultimate story behind it was the spell's broken. Now, this could be literal. Those of you that work in the ethers and are dealing with that type of energy, there could have been castings, there could have been whatever, but the spell has been broken. For many of the rest of you, I almost feel like it's like the illusion has been broken. Say for example, you really admire somebody, whether it's a celebrity, whether it's a person in your life, or whether it's something social media wise, I don't know, and then all of a sudden something comes to the surface, and where they say don't meet your idols, that type of thing. So some sort of illusion's broken in that sense. But a lot of you, I think the rest of you after that is, and this could be a mixture of all of it for some of you, is this realization now where something's popped, a view of life has popped, something has changed, something has shifted. And it felt like it was interesting. So the way I was looking at it was, and again, this is more for northern hemisphere. The southern, you can switch this around for when we get to around about summertime. It's like this realization of, people, they push for new years, new beginnings. Let's get it all, markers set, go. And yet human biology slows you down. It's a time for it's winter. It's the time to go within. It's the time to rest. It's the time to hibernate, so to speak. And you almost punish yourself, and you guys in particular, because if you think about it, maybe you need to go live in the southern hemisphere, maybe, or near the equator. It's when we're feeling sort of tired, unmotivated, and it is because it's human biology. It is because it's winter. It is because the seasons are changing. And for you guys, like as we step into Capricorn season towards the end of December, it's your sixth house. So the sun's highlighting your daily habits, your routine, your exercise, your diet. There's all this emphasis, and there's no energy. And there's something here. It's like you're seeing things clearly now. It's like, hang on, it's called April Fools for a reason. Why is that? It's because that's the new year. Well, 21st, I would say. Beginning of Aries season, the spring is when you really ought to be going aiming for it. And in the meantime, it's just like recognizing where you are in the biology of your body. It's very interesting. So any of those three, or all three. Let's do one more. Leo, what's going on? We have the Ten of Swords. Yep, Ten of Swords is done. I'm ruined. I'm tired. I've had enough. And again, this is the Sun in Gemini. It's the Ten of Swords. So this could be for you guys in the southern hemisphere, looking at how you're feeling around about that time, because that would be indicative of the Sun in Sagittarius at this time. So it's the opposite signs. So again, depending on where you are in the world, maybe have a think about your energy levels and what you can do. This might be the time for you guys to go in the southern, right, this is it, this is me, launch. And for the others, it's like, I'm done, rest, I've had enough. But something's ended. I almost feel like there's a surge of, it's a burst. It feels like a burst of a pop, or an awareness of some kind. What do we know? What don't we know? Recent past. Advice. Okay. And potential outcome. Yeah. Definitely. Very, very much so. Okay. 5 of Cups at the bottom of the deck is a card of disappointment. 2 of Pentacles, the Empress, the Lover's, Strength, Illumination. 8 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, Page of Wands, Ace of Wands, Queen of Cups, Knight of Swords, 2 of Cups. Yeah, it's like you recognise when, like I say, there's a spell that's broken here, and it allows you to then really plan your action, plan your goals. We've got the 10 of Swords. What we're aware of is the 4 of Swords. This is a time of rest, meditation, reset. 4 of Swords is Jupiter in Libra. The Wheel of Fortune meets the Justice card. So divine timing, divine intervention, always my intention. So I take my time. Mother of Pearl, Roxy Music. Okay, that's interesting because that sums up. It's like a realization of something. Obviously that, I think it's about partying and realizing something's, too much, if memory serves me correct. I'm really struggling to remember the lyrics here. And it's like this recognition of something's just not the same anymore. And again, it's like something has revealed itself, and it feels like, like I say, a spell's been broken, but it allows you, your outcome, I'm not worried about. It's the 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands is chaos. 5 of Wands is bickering, it's activity, it's fighting, when you haven't got the energy for it. But it's also your card. It's Saturn in Leo. The world meets strength. So it's like your world is going to be different depending on where you are in the world, literally. And when you utilize that, when you awaken to what feels good for you, everything else falls into place. Because ultimately what we're not aware of is the sun. Joy, happiness, energy. The sun is electric, and the more that we're magnetic, the sun plus us equals electromagnetic. And then when we're electromagnetic, we create our reality. Well, we create our reality anyway, whether it's chaos, whether it's ruin or pain, or whether it's joy, we create it. And I feel like there's something here where you're having the realization of maybe where self-sabotage has stopped you from real growth. And when I say self-sabotage, I don't mean it in the sense of like, oh, I'm going to screw this up for myself. I mean it in pushing at the wrong time. Going for stuff when you really need to be pulling back. You're fire, so you're naturally masculine energy. It's go, 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 do. I'm the emperor, power. And, when it comes to this sort of period, it's the underworld time. It's a need to search for warmth. It's a need for nurturing foods. Not just cold, fast things. It's slow cooked. It's something to really, really, comfort you. Recent past is the 3 of Swords. Now the 3 of Swords is the world meets. It's the Saturn in Libra, so the world meets justice. Again, it's like end of contracts, ready for new contracts of the 4 of Swords. Your advice is the Queen of Swords. I get the impression here, something happens and the bubble bursts in some situation. You see clearly, like I say, the spell's broken, and you know to shut something up. This energy here, the 10 of Swords of ruin, is the same bird that's knocked this person off. Looks like it's a wheel as well. So this bird has knocked this person off. And here you are, again, don't get caught up in genders, but you recognise what the bird's going to do because it's that time. It could be a situation of every single December, again, depending on where you are in the world, like I said, there's roughly 90% of the world lives in the northern hemisphere, so the majority of you are going to be in the northern. This is recognising, every December I get poorly. Every December I run out of steam. Every December or January I've nothing left. And it's because you're not utilising your biology, your body. Outcome, like I say, 5 of Wands led to gold. This is all about you and your alchemy, your personal alchemy. But again, it's like I say, Saturn in Leo. It's you really learning. Saturn's about learning. Saturn's the teacher, the taskmaster, and this is you learning, going from this to this. So justice to strength, strength to justice, depending on where you are in the world. Because a lot of tarot cards, strength is 8 and justice is 11. In some tarot cards, it's the other way around. Justice is 11 and justice is 8 and strength is 11. So something like really flipping here, which is good. 2 5s equals 10, which is the Wheel of Fortune. So we will check that out. I want to see where what was I going to say? I want to see where Saturn is. The World is with the Ace of Pentacles and the 2 of Swords. You're opening your eyes. Okay? This Ace of Pentacles is something that's opening up for a brand new start. Call that 2026. It's a 1 year. It's a new beginning. And the 2 of Swords is, in the top deck, it's a card of injustice. And what the World puts an end to that. But it's also Moon in Libra. A new romantic cycle begins and a win-win outcome is forecast. It's High Priestess meets Justice. Again, it's about that, divine intervention, always my intention, so I take my time. Why rush? Why push when the time says rest? Why push yourself into complete ruin of the 10 of Swords? Why can't we just pause, rest, be, peace? Nice. Look at that. So the spell has definitely been broken here. And it's all to do with Saturn. So Saturn for you is in your 8th house. Death, sex, taxes, inheritances. There's we'll call that the spell. Devil. Temperance, the angel. Angels and demons. 8 of Cups is Saturn in Pisces. And then the other side is the Hangman, which is Pisces. So there's something that is coming to an end, and it's allowing the pop of the illusions. It's the recognizing what just doesn't fit. What the High Priestess is whispering to you. Beautiful. The Wheel of Fortune is with the 7 of Wands and the King of Cups. Okay. 7 of Wands is your card. Mars in Leo, so the Tower hits strength. The King of Cups, in a different deck, he's on the boat and the waves are really rocking. So I think, 4 of Pentacles straight afterwards. There's the Sun in Capricorn with the 8 of Wands, which is what you're pushing for, movement, fast movement, and you haven't got the energy. You haven't got the energy. So that's what the rocky boat is. It's saying to you, at this time, again, flip it. This might be full of energy and you're supposed to go for it depending on where you are, but at this time there isn't the energy there to push. The more that you rest, the further ahead you get. It's a paradox, the wonderful world of spirituality. And your final card is the King of Wands. 2 parts Sagittarius, 1 part Shadow Scorpio, and again, the shadow aspect of Scorpio is at that 8th house aspects, which is what Saturn's doing for you at the moment. Especially with it being like shared resources and stuff like that. Perhaps you're the leader in some way because you are the lion. Pride. It could be a situation where in your environment you're always the one that's throwing money around, or everything's looked upon you to provide in some aspects, and here you're saying, hang on, this isn't right, this isn't fair. Shared resources is shared, not just one way. So something's bursting, like some sort of spell's broken here, and it's allowing you to see when to go, when to charge, what to let go of, maybe what has been disappointed, especially if it's like I say, celebrities and things like that, which is interesting. An Aries season for you guys, because the Saturn's going to be moving into back into Aries, and Neptune's moving back into Aries as we get into next year. When we get to spring, Saturn's in your 9th house. Saturn's the teacher, in the house of the teachers, in the house of the gurus. Maybe this is recognizing somebody that you've really looked up to in some sort of a spiritual context, and it's like something just doesn't fit anymore. All those things could be at play, but it all leads to two things: the Star and the 9 of Wands, healing, especially Chiron. So look at your Chiron. Chiron's in Aries actually at the moment, so it's in your 9th house. So you've got a wound attached to your travel, your learning, your foreign languages, your spiritual gurus, those type of things. But yeah, I like it. I think there's divine intervention, like I said, and always my intention. So I take my time. There's something about recognizing something's not there and something's not ready, but the divine time will bring it, and it just allows you to recognize when you've got that burst of energy and when you haven't. Okay, but ultimately your goal is the sun, so look forward to it. In your extended, I'm going to clarify these, see what we can get. No, I'm not actually. I want to take the energy of what's broken, what's popped, and we'll build a spread around it. If you can join me, fantastic. If not, let me know if it resonates. We have Sun in Gemini, we have Jupiter in Libra, Leo, Saturn in Libra, Saturn in Leo, Mars in Scorpio, Jupiter in Capricorn, Taurus, Libra, Gemini, Leo, Sun in Virgo, Venus in Scorpio, Venus in Cancer. Swords, Wands, Cups, Pentacles. Everyone's here. Those are your standouts. Let me know. Take care. See you.